How did all that go when you, after you played your practice? Did you find that you were able to get on track in the right direction and find out where you were going, or did it take some time? Um, well, I did get on the road. I'm not very good at using my right hand, but Larry Provis uses these gestures a lot, so I'll just explain to you briefly. I did manage to get myself inside a stone circle where I was applying for a lot of awards, spending nearly all my money on them. For example, 20 quid for the Jerwood Award, 30 quid for Bloomberg, 600 quid for something in America. And I just found that I was like slightly going off the trail a bit, and I really felt that this was not very helpful to my practice in general, actually. I really found helpful was to go for walks, and during these walks I just found that I was able to process thoughts more clearly, and in doing so I was able to get into the studio and make better work. Saying that, I was taking these walks on my own and pretending to be interviewed by a very important person in the art world, so given that I was on my own, it does call into question my actual sanity at the time of these recordings. However, I don't think that that's extremely important, as we well know a lot of artists do tend to be quite elevated in terms of their mental health, elevated in the more sort of sliding dangerous side, as opposed to the elevated in a superior type of consciousness or intellect. But during these walks I did think a lot about my practice and the fact that art making is kind of a useless occupation, as is walking in fact. However, well, I got a bit of exercise anyway, because it is important to be extremely thin in the art world. And walking is quite good for that, because you don't get too muscular like cycling, where you develop a massive bum and then at openings, that gets taken into account. In fact, nobody at this year's Bloomberg exhibition had any bum at all, just two straight legs that join to the torso. So you have to be aware of that.